Previously on the Lone Star Challenge.
Any upcoming match against Houston, we're going to smoke them.
With me being on the roster and Arrow being on Dallas's team, it has a little bit of a special meaning for me just because I want to beat him. I don't think we ever want to lose to them again.
We'll always be better than them.
I lost my dad 1 month after Overwatch League started. Once he passed away, I realized time is super important. So I make it a personal responsibility to talk to my mom every day.
My name is Helen. I go by Deer, and I'm currently a translator for Team Dallas Fuel.
Pretty similar entry story to Gamster, except I've also started on Boston. I also got traded during the second season.
Quarantine for me personally, it's been the same as always. I don't leave the house.
Dallas is able to regain momentum, winning 3 straight rounds.
We won both series. The first one was a little closer than I hoped it would be, but that's okay. So now we get to pick the first 2 maps of the series.
Overwatch is definitely one of the biggest esports on the scene right now, competitive video gaming. Overwatch specifically, though, is where 2 teams of 6 players go head-to-head against one another. In traditional sports, you also obviously have different positions. Something like the quarterback is obviously the conductor. He's the guy who orchestrates everything and kind of calls the shots. Similarly, in Overwatch, you have different positions with the characters. Every character or every hero that each player is playing and controlling has a very distinctive kit or tool set of unique abilities and moves that separates them from the other ones. Overwatch is unique in the fact that on each map or in each match, there's a specific objective that you have to accomplish. In football, you want to get the ball from point A to the other side of the field at point B, and the defense is trying to stop you every step of the way. So in Overwatch, you have a bit more complex objectives, whether it's to get a payload from point A to point B or capture point A. You have to get something done, and there's another team that's trying to stop you as you're trying to do it.
A diverse cast of characters would certainly be a fitting way to describe not only the heroes within the game of Overwatch, but the heroes playing it as well.
20-minute nap and then 2-hour nap.
The Dallas Fuel and the Houston Outlaws are 2 of the most elite professional esports teams in Texas. Members of these rosters have developed long-time bonds on both sides of enemy lines. That being said, all pre-existing relationships have been temporarily placed aside, though not forgotten. Friendships, in fact, have a funny way of intensifying the will to win.
I'm really good friends with their head coach, Arrow. Good friends with Zachary, Trill, Unco, AKM, a bunch of their players. People just try way harder against their friends.
This is all about bragging rights. Being able to have that trophy, take pictures with it, and send it to Harsha is what I'm looking forward to most. Man, I just want to crush these guys on the ground.
Having taken both victories in Week 1, the Dallas Fuel earned the right to choose the first 2 maps of the eventual 6v6 face-off. But for now, in Week 2, the Houston Outlaws are eager to earn 2 advantages of their own. With anticipation growing for the 6v6 final, Dallas intends on keeping the Outlaws wrangling, while Houston hopes to burn the Fuel. This is the battle for Texas. This is the 2020 Lone Star Challenge.
Yeah, I just gotta, get my son for the day. So we live in uptown Dallas, and it's really, really nice and modern, and it's a really good area, and everything that we need is around us, stores, grocery stores, and stuff like that. So it's really nice being here, and the office is also really cool. It's a 5-minute walk from our apartment building. It's really really high tech and cool, and everybody working together in one office. It's really nice. I miss it a lot. Being able to come in and get my snacks from the snack area and stuff like that. I miss that part, but overall, what can you really do with pandemic going around? Since the last time you guys were here, I kind of refurnished a lot. It was kind of empty, kind of a little sad, so we just got a bunch of new stuff to make the place look nice. My typical day, I wake up, Cocoa Puffs every single morning. Doesn't matter what day it is, what what's happening, Cocoa Puffs every morning. And then I usually, get up, I start playing, I play for a little bit, I take a break, maybe, watch something and then cook dinner. I also, play again for an extended period of time, maybe like 4 to 6 hours again, and then take a break, watch something, and Cocoa Puffs before bed, and then sleep. This is my Cocoa Puff collection, probably about 3 months in the making. I think there's about 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 boxes here, and a lot more to add. I eat these about 2 times a day sometimes. It's really good. Yeah, even though I just sit here and play video games all day, I do love like a lot of sports. I watch a lot of baseball with my dad, basketball, hockey, and just MMA as well. It's just overall, I just really enjoy watching like the top level athletes compete in whatever they're doing. It's just overall really, really cool. When there's a new player coming into like a basically established roster, everybody's like, who is this guy? Can he perform and stuff like that? So there's a little bit of pressure to perform at the beginning and like prove to everyone else around me that I'm good enough to be here and I'll be a good teammate. I believe that was like the hardest part, but I think I was able to, ease their fears really quickly.
Keep going, Crimson.
I am ready to show everybody who I am. And I'm tired of hiding. I feel like I've been hiding in contenders for 2 years. So I played with Trill a year ago before I joined the Dallas Fuel, which he was on. He joined like half or a year before me. He was always like a really good teammate of mine, and I really enjoyed like coming up and being able to reunite with him again. Like I remember when I first knew about joining the Dallas Fuel, I was immediately going to like tell him like, we're back together, it's happening again. Me and him always like kind of, go back and forth with each other.
Our NB like atmosphere, we were very like close with each other and we would like poke fun at each other a lot.
I'm 6'3". He's probably like 4'9" or something like that.
I kind of just make fun of him for being bold. And
he's like a little tiny child, just bones, there's no meat on it.
His hairline's gone a bit back. It's a bit rough back there, so I'll just make fun of him for whatever I can.
I'm from South Korea. I'm growing in Seoul. My mom, my father, and my brother in Seoul now. But it's okay. I have good teammate and good neighborhood. Yeah, Texas people so good. When I was young, I just like play video game, and I always play game. When I joined middle school, my mom say you need study, you need more study. So I just study. I cannot go outside much, so I just in house and I just play game. In high school, 17, I play Overwatch first time. I just play so much, and I feel so happy. So I say to Mom, I just try, can I try pro gamer? Can I challenge pro gamer? Mom say, okay. So I just try pro gamer, and I joined team. She worried, yeah, she worried, but she said to me, if you challenge, just do it, and you make your goal. She always say money is not important, just important thing is your goals and your things. I think learn English is just respect their culture, so I most study English.
Hi Jaxie, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. So what are you doing these days?
I just always practice.
Do you eat something nice these days? Are you healthy?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, 자 그러면은 we'll start our lesson today.
Yeah. Sophie is very good English teacher. She teaching so many pro gamer, and she always kind. Yeah, she always kind and she always friendly.
Okay, Jaxie, because many people have questions and especially many fans are curious about you and your team.
Yeah.
So we prepare for these questions.
Yep.
So please read these questions and also answer.
Okay. Why do you want to learn English for the Outlaws? How do you lead the team through communication?
Nice.
Okay.
So, Jaxie, why do you want to learn English?
So most of my team members use English, and I study the language of the country because I respect American culture. East culture, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. So, what is your plan tonight? What is your plan today then?
I just make pork belly.
Pork belly?
Yeah.
Oh, you like cooking?
Yeah. I just make pork belly and I just make pork belly. After eating pork belly, I just practice.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you next week. Goodbye.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
120 Hz refresh rate, quad-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, lag-free 5G, and a battery that won't quit, just like you. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G, the ultimate gaming trophy.
Thank you for joining us for the 2020 Lone Star Challenge presented by Samsung. Two of the most popular teams in the Overwatch League are fighting for the right to be named the best Overwatch League team in Texas, and the winner of the first Lone Star Challenge. Both teams extend a special thanks to Samsung, HEB, Favor, Jacklinks, and Zenny Gaming. Now, let's head back to the action and introduce you to some of the players.
For day-to-day, for scrims, our coaching staff are always recording the VODs and as they play, and we have our own talks over Discord or where we can take notes and make sure we're able to talk to the players throughout the day.
This is the spot. This is where all the coaching magic happens.
With the Lone Star Showdown, it definitely kind of helps keep the rivalry alive and well, for sure, because we're still competing with them even though we already played them, but we're going to be playing them again, and that matters a lot. Like, we still want to be on top, as well as on top of the league, right? We want to really do well at the league side of things and compete there. But with the Showdown, it means a lot to us to win that rivalry. I think our guys have the right attitude and mindset to win it.
Oh, my name's Ashley Powell, and I'm from Broome, Western Australia. My in-game alias is Trill. I play main tank for the Dallas Fuel.
On the other end, Trill, disruption with the Primal Rage, and as good as South Korea has been, they are going to get stopped a bit here.
So I come from a small town in Western Australia called Broome, and it's pretty much a small beach town, kind of one of those towns where like everyone knows everyone sort of thing. Just like a town on the coast, with beautiful beach and stuff like that. I would go early to go to the skate park before school, and then I would go from the skate park to school, and then after school would end, I would go straight back to the skate park. And then some days I would leave the skate park early, I would just go home and play games. That's pretty much what my day was like.
Activities, just cleaning up the apartment a bit and then making sure I have some clean clothes.
With me trying to get into gaming and thinking about opportunities for it, it took a while because I sort of just played for fun really, and just played competitively, but not to the point where I was outwardly going to searching for teams and stuff like that in Australia. I would just play at the highest rank on a bunch of multiple games. Early Overwatch, a team asked me to come play with them, and I was just yeah, sure, why not, sort of thing. And then I eventually jumped really fast from the worst team in Australia to the best team in Australia. When that happened, I was kind of oh, maybe I can try something with this. We played in a bunch of small tournaments. There wasn't a whole lot of prize pool. We kind of just did it for fun. We just played. There was one Australian tournament. The prize pool was 10,000, which was huge back then. And we ended up destroying that tournament. We won, and then after that we got talks from an org who actually like offered us to play in Taiwan for like 3 months in a tournament with like 100k prize pool. And we played in Taiwan, and that's kind of like how my pro career like started. I didn't really like plan for anything. I didn't really have like high expectations. I didn't really set the bar to be like, okay, it's gonna go from here to here. I'm gonna be making all this money. At the time, it was really my passion, and so like I just wanted to just do what made me happy. So we kind of just like played in this Taiwan tournament a lot. We were placing like top 3 consistently. Eventually Blizzard like made like another tournament where it was sort of like placing teams to go play into China. So that was like our first big tournament, and my first like big tournament in front of like a huge crowd. Also on top of that World Cup, I participated in like the three past World Cups. The 2018 World Cup, I think it was. I had a really solid performance in that.
True, he's built another Primal Rage. Exactly the disruption that Australia's needed, and Trill is gonna be the difference maker.
I had a lot of eyes on me after that, and people were like tweeting about me, saying like how insane I was. Yeah, so me playing like still pretty consistently well on high ping, I think a lot of teams were like, damn, like if we get this kid on low ping, like what's he gonna be like? Didn't think I was gonna make it after believing I would for so long, and then it kind of got to the point where it was like a lot of the openings were closing, right? I genuinely thought I wasn't gonna make it to America, and I was like really bummed about it. And then like I got a message from I think the captain of Envy at the time, and that like came out of nowhere, and I was like ecstatic. Obviously, moving away from family, friends, it can be hard for people. People will feel like lonely and stuff like that, so there's definitely a lot to sacrifice for this. Honestly, we are gonna destroy them, and like, who doesn't want to be the best Texan team? Who doesn't want to win this like Lone Star event? Who doesn't want this trophy, right? Like, I think we're gonna bring our all for this 6v6, and I think they're gonna try just as hard, and I think honestly we're just gonna utterly destroy them. If I'm gonna be honest, we've done it in the past, it's gonna happen again, and we're gonna get that trophy, honestly.
We were thinking just play Reaper Moira and go Glass. Because then we can pinch their backline. If we go Glass, and then they try and rotate like pillars with their supports, we can wall them.
Propel! Lapel! What's up?
You cringe.
With the Korean players, I'm like constantly just making jokes with them, and they're making jokes with me. I think we've bonded pretty well because I'm just really silly. I like to make people laugh.
You weird, Jackson. Stop that. Why? Why is the most Minecraft player, Dante?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
그냥 뭐 제가 영어를 그렇게 잘하는 편은 아니지만 최대한 영어를 하려고 노력을 하고 안 되는 거 있으면 막 바디랭귀지라도 이용해서 대화를 하는 것 같아요.
오사위! What can you make?
톨비노이. 톨비온. Made this good. Oh, who made?
Other Western players help Korean players so they can teach English and game calls, game words, so we can play easily.
Nice. Bomb. Nice. You're welcome. Everyone.
Okay, whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
My name is Austin Mumo Woman, and I play main tank for the Houston Outlaws. I'm from a really tiny village in Ohio, really small. I was just stuck in a family of all girls, you know. There was my mom, I had my little sister, I had my younger sister. My dog was even a girl. I'm the only guy, completely. Growing up, I was really into like traditional sports. I played pretty much all of them. Soccer was definitely my favorite. I ended up playing that one for like 11 years. I got my first PC at home when I was about 16 years old, and that was about the time when I stopped playing soccer really seriously and just started playing video games all the time instead. When Overwatch first came out, I immediately like swapped over to that game. The day it came out, I played it like 12 hours that day, and it was really, really fun. That was when I first realized that like I can really do this. I was playing for my first pro teams while I was still in high school. My mom let me do it, and she was fine with it, as long as I was able to still be playing video games like 10 hours a day while still having straight A's. Originally it was a little rocky because like, you know, my mom she wanted me to go to college after high school and stuff. But I told her that this was like, you know, really important to me, and I was enjoying it a lot. And I told her that I really did think there was a future there. And she was super skeptical at first, but the first team that like actually contracted me and salaried me, like when the first paycheck came in, it was good to finally have something tangible and be like, look mom, it's real. So after that happened, she kind of, you know, eased up a little. And then by like, I don't know, 6 months into it, I was like, hey, by the way mom, I'm moving to LA now.
Oh my god, I want to buy them all! This is great! I'll take this one and this one. This is what Oh, I love this sword!
When we first started having the matches in person in LA, it was like really nerve-wracking for me to be on stage. The pressure of competing, you know, in the main tank role, especially in my situation, since like we don't have an actual like dedicated main tank player as like a backup or anything. But I got really good at focusing only on the game and like being able to zone the crowd out completely. But honestly, at the Houston homestand, it just wasn't possible. The fans were way too loud, they were way too crazy. Every little thing that happened, every little kill, you could just hear just this eruption of volume of just screaming fans. It was so crazy. It's actually kind of weird being at home again and playing our matches online. It's like a throwback, you know, I got to spend all this time getting used to playing the matches in person. Now it's back to just playing them at home.
Alright, I'm ready?
Okay, ready?
Alright, I'm going to total up. 3, 2,
1, go.
We met in March of 2017.
We met on Tinder, actually. Typical millennial story. We were both living in Ohio at the time.
When I was in college, Austin lived with me for most of fall semester. But when I came back from winter break, which I spent in LA with him, I started to feel pretty lonely. You know, you just sort of get used to having someone around all the time, and then they're not there anymore. So my family helped me get a dog, this little guy right here. I got him when he was a little puppy, he was just 6 months old. He's been with us ever since. I brought him with me to LA after I graduated, and now he's got a great big backyard that he loves to run around in all the time.
Team Envy and the Dallas Fuel are powered by Predator Gaming PCs. Get the power you need to level up your game at PredatorTrainingRoom.com. Predator, play like the pros.
Being a Houston Outlaw requires Raucus to practice for 8 to 10 hours per day. And nothing is better than HEB's delicious meal simples. He eats them every day, and when he runs low, he just goes to his My HEB app, places his order, and heads to HEB. He texts HEB when he arrives, grabs his HEB order, and heads home.
Hey, I got food! I'm back, guys.
HEB Curbside, making it easy for Raucus to be a Houston Outlaw.
Favorite delivery.
Closer, we need you.
I'm here.
We need video.
You need to make sure your video's on, you noob.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
It's our assistant coach Ticketty's birthday. We used Favor to be able to get us a cheesecake and some candles to be able to surprise him for his birthday here.
OBS. Not OBS.
Not OBS. Just Discord.
He had it backwards. He was only recording.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, alright.
So we've got all the players on a Discord call ready to surprise him, and it's little things like this. It's really awesome for being able to keep us together.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright.
We are gonna get this cake ready to go and try to surprise him with it.
Yeah, no. How you gonna?
Oh no!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Louie. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Alright.
So scuffed.
It's so laggy.
It's so laggy.
Oh my god. Yay! Thank you guys.
It's not gonna work.
Can we just show the dog man? Everyone will be happy with that, dude.
Yeah, show that off. You guys are awful. But we're staying safe, we're staying at home, and
move that Samsung forward.
It's a nice gesture.
Dallas is honestly just a nice city that doesn't smell bad, has nice people, isn't constantly busy everywhere, is actually surprisingly walkable considering how spread out Texas as a whole is. So.
Requiring tremendous chemistry between teammates, playing the tank position is well suited for these longtime friends who are able to social distance together.
Oh, you got tied up real quick.
We're out here on the Katy Trail, taking a little bit of walk, getting nudie out, getting some sun. We really haven't seen the sun in at least 6 or 7 days probably. You know, it's a rough quarantine, but sometimes you get to come out, enjoy the weather a little bit. It's not too bad.
Playing online doesn't feel like I'm playing in front of fans. I don't feel any tense or nervous. You know, my cat and dogs are behind me and I just play.
Vámonos, no bit.
Still on the left. And Shishidad, I'm pushing the video.
We won against Houston last time. It was pretty easy. And I'm looking forward to playing them again.
The 2020 Lone Star Challenge is brought to you in part by Favor, the official delivery partner of the Dallas Fuel. From your favorite Texas restaurants to everyday essentials, Favor delivers.
This is the shot. They've got one shot at this right now. What am I watching? Get out! Come on! Somebody stop this guy! Can anybody stop them? The answer is no! I need you to get up. Get up. What is this? Oh my, what? I'm telling you, baby! Now we have a game!
Though separated geographically, with a little help, families can stay connected throughout these uncertain times.
How's it been being in your apartment for 3 months?
2 months.
2 months?
2 months tomorrow. Sucks.
I miss coffee shops.
I'm sure. You know, I'm used to taking walks, 5-mile walks a day and getting out at least. But, I always work from home, so.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so what's it like in Texas, with COVID going on?
I mean, everything is I'm pretty sure people are being irresponsible here as well, but I'm just chilling. I'm not doing anything different. I'm just inside. I go to the grocery store once every 2 weeks.
Wearing mask and gloves to go?
Yep, I usually do that.
Perfect.
You know what's crazy?
What?
It's May.
I know. It's where did it go? I saw you March. I came home March 2nd, from the homestand.
Yeah.
And I haven't left my apartment since you told me to run out in the middle of the night to get water.
Yeah.
So you want to know what the highlight of my night was last night?
What's up?
I got toilet paper and paper towels. Finally, after 2 months.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, New York's weird because there's so many cases there. I'm pretty sure New York has more cases than any country.
Oh yeah, no, New York is the worst. We are the worst because it's not just us because everybody comes from all 3 other states.
The tri-state area.
Ways and it's dirty. So what have you been doing besides your normal practice schedule, gaming schedule? What are you playing for fun?
Ping pong, I guess. I don't know. It's hard.
Oh, ping pong's fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
You know about the showdown we have tomorrow? Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was online. So what are you playing?
I can't tell you. Oh, it's only fuel. It's only Dallas.
I know. What?
Yeah, I can't tell you.
You can't tell me what hero you play?
No,
Is it support?
I don't trust you. Nope.
You don't trust me?
Nope.
I keep all the secrets.
Nope.
Just let me know when it starts, okay? Because I've been very busy.
My neck hurts from sitting in this dang hammock for a while.
All right, no worries.
I'm gonna go inside, make some food, because I'm hungry.
Love you.
All right. I love you too. I'll call you later, probably.
Right. Bye.
Bye-bye. I know what he likes. He likes the cornbread and the green beans. He would like beets and like Brussels sprouts. Really?
Not Brussels sprouts.
Have you ever had were they soft or crunchy?
They were terrible.
You like green beans?
You like Brussels sprouts, Matt? They're good.
they're
Brussels sprouts are really good.
Oh, you don't mind green beans?
Wait, he hasn't had burnt, like, you know how you do like burnt broccoli, burnt Brussels sprouts? Roasted. Yeah, well, they call it like roasted or burnt, whatever.
Have you ever put cheese in your broccoli?
Guys, so much fun.
No.
Dude, you'd actually probably like that. Just put a bunch of cheese on it.
It sounds like you're just ruining cheese.
No. But you get some broccoli with it. And then you can be like, yeah, I eat broccoli.
Does not sound good.
Let's start with the good stuff.
Alright, the meat.
Bakery.
It's the meat.
Big meat.
Well, seafood first, then meat.
Meat.
I mean, they're both meat. What kind of food do you want tonight?
Not salad.
You want Italian food?
I want some garlic bread.
You want Italian food?
I want garlic bread.
Italian? Sure.
We do pasta.
I'm a big straw pasta.
Straw?
No, the other straw, like the thick straw.
Oh, like the penne?
I'm more of a shell kind of guy.
We'll get some. We'll get penne and we'll get
double dip in
shells.
the pasta?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
go.
So you eat like salad stuff?
No, we
You
don't.
have to. You have to.
No one wants a salad.
I want a salad.
Yeah,
Do you want a salad? Do you want a salad?
No.
Jeff likes.
Now we're good.
I'm gonna
You
get
can
one.
eat 2 whole salads by yourself, bud.
I'm good on salad, bro. $200.
HEB delivery. Wait, is it true that on your first 5 deliveries, you get delivery for free?
Yeah.
Since when did they have this?
They've always had this.
No, they
We
haven't.
We just never bought it.
just never used it. But now during coronavirus, COVID-19, this helps everyone stay safe. So
Oh, yeah.
That's true, it does.
order placed. Let's play some ping pong.
Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited.
It's a nice, beautiful day out.
We gotta move along again today.
Why?
It's long.
It's okay. It's
Nah.
fine.
Unkept.
We got a backyard. Never been out here before.
Yeah,
It's actually really peaceful. Boy, I forgot he never left the house.
Dude, isn't it so bright outside?
The last time we went to Republic Grill. The last time I went outside.
The last time we got a car. That was like 2 months ago.
Look at his hair. That's the last time we had a haircut.
He hasn't cut his hair.
Delicious.
How long are you going to grow till? You ever gonna cut it?
It'll grow until I stop being lazy.
Isn't that crazy? I haven't got one since
grown up.
December.
I haven't got one since like July.
When's the last time we got one?
I said July.
When's the last time we got one?
Right before the first homestead. Right before Philly.
Was it February?
Yeah, didn't you get it in New York? Or no, you got it in Houston, right?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Wait, where?
Never do any sudden movements.
T-Rex each.
That's how it works. Don't look at it in the eye.
Shop online or through the HEB app to purchase your groceries today. Here, everything's better.
120 Hz refresh rate, quad-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, lag-free 5G, and a battery that won't quit, just like you. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G, the ultimate gaming trophy.
This is what I live for, the detail in Overwatch.
Imagine designing maps specifically for 3v3 or 1v1.
Okay, with all these comps, we're gonna want to take control of this space, right?
Want to hold the high ground. Get there first.
Yeah, I think high ground's really good here. So whatever comp we decide to play, let's take the high ground.
The ball, echo, mercy dive is good here, right? We just dive them while they come to the top.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what we do.
According to my calculations, if you roll out, use your string on the tower, and you hold it and then release as you're crossing the next door, and you get a big slam, and then our said DPS divers can flank and hit the same time at their backline.
Yo, I like this strat. It's a good one right here. I like it.
If we can't hold space on top with our bunker comp, we can just chill in one of these rooms and then go out when point unlocks, try and get a shield and get them when they fall down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it, coach.
Awesome. Good review, guys.
All right, guys, are we ready to beat Dallas?
Let's go.
Of course.
Let's go. Woo!
Yeah, so we are getting ready to jump into our second set of challenges. So it'll be another 1v1 set, another 3v3 set. And you know, the goal here is if we win these, we get map picks in our 6v6 grand final match. So we are getting ready to jump on in. I think we have a pretty good chance today again. You know, last time we went 2-0. We won both 1v1 and 3v3 challenges. So I'm expecting to do the same again here. You know, because I want to be able to have all 4 map picks. So that's the plan. And I think we're ready to go.
What are we playing? What are we playing?
All right, boys. Day 2. We have another set of 1v1 to 3v3s. We got this, okay? We took 2-0 last time. We're going to do it again. Let's do it.
Dude, this comp will be OP for like Ryan. Let's go.
Alright, you can play
Ryan, Lucio, and Soldier.
Okay.
We're literally just gonna run up the robot and go straight into this one. High ground.
High ground, okay.
In week 2 of the Lone Star Challenge, both the Dallas Fuel and the Houston Outlaws know exactly what's on the line. 2 critical map selections in the Battle for Texas finale, and potentially more importantly, bragging rights.
I think we're about to start off with an absolute banger here. It looks like on the cards it's going to be Doha and Dante.
Knowing all eyes are on them, both Dante and Doha carry the responsibility and the burden of providing their respective teams with early life as the 1v1 series gets underway.
Long range to beam, no! It doesn't connect, he has to do it with a tri-shot, but an early advantage in that last head-to-head. He switched to the aggressive, caught Dante off guard. He kind of felt he was close enough, and again the B, too good!
Oh my.
Dallas intends to leave the day's festivities just as they arrived, undefeated, while Houston is desperate to shift the tides.
With it'll be a map change, it'll also be a player change.
Though not typically in the lineup for Houston's 6v6 matches, Spree has the unique opportunity today to lift his teammates if he is able to defeat Note.
Spree will step forward, miss the first hook. Note takes his opportunity, gets Spree over the pit, and a good night, Sally! Spree knows exactly what went wrong there. Spree waits out the hook though. Both Roadhogs reset. Now Spree has a window. Note's hook isn't going to be available for a couple of seconds now, and he does abuse the timing. Down the pit, he goes.
The third matchup of the day will be the critical go-ahead map, as the teams are knotted at 1 apiece.
Widowmaker 1v1, often considered the most quintessential of 1v1 battles. Up on that right-hand side, a grappling hook. Linkser was already in position and meets him with a headshot. This is match point here for Linkser. Okay, shows his head, finds the headshot. And he can hear Linkser. Of course, Widow makes a fair bit of noise in those clopping high heels. Oh my! That is filthy! Dallas Fuel take another.
Looking for redemption after squandering an early lead in his Week 1 matchup, Crimzo plans to put Raucus and the Outlaws out of their misery. This time, without any taunting banter.
Crimzo versus Raucus playing Ana. So it's a slow start to the round. Don't forget Sleep Dart is huge. Crimzo's here with a body grenade already now. Does Raucus get aggressive? He waits out a Sleep Dart, chases Crimzo down, but this time he's here with a body grenade and Crimzo was ready. Well, 1 second. So they're both available. Raucus heals himself immediately. And
oh, that's a miss from Crimzo.
Yeah, he was hoping to get Raucus with that one too, but he turns it around. He missed the body grenade, but he hit the Sleep Dart. What a clutch play.
It's out of range.
He couldn't cross the gap quickly enough. Capitalize, another hit, body grenade down, Raucus on the road.
Oh no.
2 in a row, a salute, and he sends him packing.
With Dallas having earned the first 3 map selections for the eventual 6-on-6, this is Houston's 4th and final shot at earning their first advantage in the battle for Texas.
3v3 will be working as that each round will be a best of 5. So these players are in now. We have Crimzo, True, and Zachary for the Dallas Fuel, Meko, Blase, and Rappel. Now, after each best of 5, the teams will be able to switch their rosters and go again. He is in danger, though. He's going to be forced to deal with Zachary 1v1 in a moment, but the main fight is happening here between the 2 Orisas. We see, of course, having Blase there on the back skin should help out, but Crimzo is able to work Meko down. Trill chases Blase, and it's an easy pick off for Zachary.
Faced with a potential sweep, Houston is ready to shake things up.
Now the 2v2. Both teams struggling. Jexa down, but the healing is there. Can Hydration make the most of it? It looks like he can. Goes to his lows. Uses Adaptive Shield to get a little bit of protection, and yeah, straight on in. And it's split. This time it's the Outlaws to come out with a 3-0, shutting the Fuel down.
Though it would have been easy to do so after losing the first 3 series, the Outlaws want to prove to the Fuel that they are not a roster that will easily roll over and die.
Turns out Death comes on 4 legs, and Hydration is looking to work notes down. Easy as you like. It's at full health, Jake. This could go either way.
Hydration kind of baiting his team here, but he's got the HP lead to work with, and if he can just take down Zachary, big HP lead on Trill, he should have an advantage here in the 1v1. Oh, it's very close actually. Both hands on almost the same HP.
A lot of damage, under 100 for each, and Trill wins the long-range battle. The Dallas Fuel secure it.
With the series tied at 2, this is the rubber match. Will Dallas complete the clean sweep of skills challenges? Or will Houston get the last laugh going into the 6v6 final? Hydration wants to wait for his next shield. There's no way he's going to peek with the other shield here. But Zachary can easily 2-tap him at this point. 30 HP.
That's clever. Zachary, 24 health. Point is open, but neither player is ready to push it. Okay, one more shot would have done it! Zachary lets it go, and Hydration had 7 health. It doesn't get much closer than that.
With a successful 3v3 campaign, the Outlaws finally earned their first series victory. In dropping this 4th series to Houston, the Dallas Fuel head into next week's battle with 3 advantages over the Outlaws' 1. The Houston Outlaws wish to thank their 2020 team sponsors for anteing up. Thank you HEB, GameStop, Samsung, Zaxby's, and Zenny Gaming. The Dallas Fuel wish to thank their 2020 team sponsors, Jack in the Box, Favor, Corsair, Frontier Communications, Greyhound, Predator, and Jackal's.
Being a Houston Outlaw requires Raucus to practice for 8 to 10 hours per day. And nothing is better than HEB's delicious meal simples. He eats them every day, and when he runs low, he just goes to his My HEB app, places his order, and heads to HEB. He texts HEB when he arrives, grabs his HEB order, and heads home.
Hey, I got food! I'm back, guys.
HEB Curbside, making it easy for Raucus to be a Houston Outlaw.
So today we finished our second set of 1v1s and 3v3s. Dallas actually came out on top in the 1v1s. So that was a little bit disappointing. I think part of that's on me because our players were kind of tired, not in great condition. So I think we weren't able to kind of put our best foot forward. Dallas kind of took those pretty decisively, and Spree was our only victory in that. But in the 3v3s, we kind of caught our second wind. Some of our players were really motivated to kind of prove that we should be like beating Dallas in these challenges. So that was really cool to see. I'm glad my players were motivated, and we saw, you know, Hydration, Dante, and Jexy pulling out a lot of like very innovative strategies, I think, in the 3v3s. And then to close out the series, we played Blase, Raucus, and Hydration together. They're all roommates, so they have a lot of good synergy, and they really wanted to play with each other. They were really motivated, and they took that match really decisively. So coming into the match, it'll be really motivating to be able to win on Dallas's map picks and make them feel even worse about the loss. So I'm really excited for that personally. We'll definitely feel a lot better being able to put our best foot forward in the 6v6. So Dallas, we're coming for you.
We went 3-1. Not bad. We get 3 map picks going into this show match, so good work today. It went pretty well. We just got done with our 1v1 and 3v3 challenges, the second set. So we took the 1v1s. We ended up losing at the last second in the 3v3. It was pretty close. You know, we wanted to give him a chance. You know, we took a little fun in the you know, that last set. You know, you're looking at Crimzo.
Oh, you body blocked me! What a dweeb!
So in the 3v3, me and my teammates, we played pretty well. I think we destroyed them, absolutely. Like, I think I'm gonna take all the credit for it. I think I played the best out of everyone on my team. I kind of carried them, so it is what it is. But yeah, we destroyed them.
What it means is we actually get 3 of the 4 first map picks. They get to have the 4th one, but that's fine. We'll give them 1. We don't want to completely stomp them, you know. Feeling pretty good. We're pretty excited, and honestly, we're ready to go, so can't wait for it.
The Outlaws managed to come out on top, but when you mix it all into the greater scheme of things, being sort of hectic and crazy and unpredictable, there are some strengths there, but if you're not careful, you can also lose your team. And when it comes to the 6v6, that gives Dallas Fuel the opportunity to capitalize on some big mistakes. So the Houston Outlaws have to make sure that they can rein it in a little bit and keep control over their compositions.
With 4 series in the books, only one battle remains in this inaugural event between the Dallas Fuel and the Houston Outlaws. Having been defeated by the Fuel in 3 of the 4 contests, the Outlaws are certainly fortunate that the upcoming 6-on-6 grand final will be for all the marbles.
Some blood has been shed, but these two teams are now going to take their beef out to the battlefield when it comes to the Battle of Texas next week, Jake. That is going to be another exciting one, and we have no idea what to expect, seeing both of these teams play each other so close only so recently.
Both teams desperately want the spoils that will accompany a victory next week. A trophy, a title, and potentially above all else, bragging rights. Yet only one squad will prevail victorious. Will Dallas be able to capitalize on the 3 advantages they earned thus far? Or will Houston benefit from the momentum they generated with their recent victory? Which Overwatch team truly rules Texas? Next week, the score will be settled. A champion will be crowned in the finale of the 2020 Lone Star Challenge. Thank you for tuning in to the 2020 Lone Star Challenge presented by Samsung. If you want to keep up with the action, make sure you head to your favorite team's YouTube channel, youtube.com/outlaws or youtube.com/Dallas Fuel on Monday, May 11th at 12 p.m. Central, where the 2 teams will be competing in a second set of challenges before they head into the May 18th Grand Final. But the action doesn't stop there. We'll be back on this station next Saturday to follow the players on their quest. Both teams would like to extend a big shout out to those that helped make this show possible, from Samsung, HEB, Favor, Jacklinks, and Zenny Gaming, to our teams and production partners at Banner TV, Heat Index, Esports Engine, and Snip Studios.
120 Hz refresh rate, quad-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, lag-free 5G, and a battery that won't quit, just like you. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G, the ultimate gaming trophy.
This is the shot. They've got one shot at this right now. What am I watching? Get out! Come on! Somebody stop this guy! Can anybody stop them? The answer is no! I need you to get up. Get up. What is this? Oh my, what? I'm telling you, baby! Now we have a game!